The intro always be hard. I still be, man, I gotta get over there. Alright YouTube, today we got a mid-taping for y'all. We're gonna do a mid-tape. I'm gonna show y'all my steps and processes. It's gonna be a real simple way how to achieve this. We're gonna kind of try to do the whole entire haircut instead of doing one side. We're gonna see how lengthy it is. So yeah, I'm gonna give y'all like a little, let me see if the, oh, hold up, I'm gonna give y'all a little spin around, move my camera real quick and see what it looked like before, and then we're gonna get straight into the video. Alright y'all, first thing y'all wanna do is kinda just, you know, put his hair up when you're dealing with hair like this, when there's a lot of hangover with dreads or a twist or whatever it may be. So you don't cut into his dreads, you don't wanna do that. So this is what it looked like before. Nice little bag on his beard out, just connecting and stuff like that. I can't even grow a beard, but he could grow a full beard. He younger than me and everything. Crazy how genetics work. But look, we about to get into the cut. You know what you want to do? I'm gonna just show y'all this. I'm not really so big on it. I don't have to do it because I'm used to it. Brush everything up, comb everything up. Use the comb everything up. Let me make sure this is right. Use a comb everything up into his dreads. I mean, his twist or dreads or whatever. And then comb everything underneath that down. So y'all can know y'all limits so y'all not cutting in or y'all not too scared to cut, you know, into the dreads. But we about to cut everything down. One guard all the way closed. And basically just go up to that line and just go down. Comb everything. Whenever you start somebody's hair off, you're gonna make sure everything is nice and combed down. Comb it up so we don't cut the wrong stuff. Then comb everything down and cut everything underneath them. Boom. And it's very important that you cut all the hair underneath his braids or his dreads or his twists, whatever it may be, because that's gonna set a nice foundation for a nice clean look at the end. You're not gonna have little hairs like, see, like these little hairs that's just sitting right there and not leaving a weight mark right there. We don't want that. We cut all that off. To speed up the process, we're not going to use our trimmers. We're just going to keep using this one clipper that we have. Since it is like a mid-taper, we're going to create an oval shape. And we're just going to get into fading. First, what I do to start my down fading, first we're going to kind of slightly fade up. We're going to open up the lever all the way. And make sure you turn your clipper just so you get in the right angles. If I was to keep fading like this or keep making that first guideline like this, then all of this would have been cut. And we need this hair right here because that's necessary for our C-cup.
It's like a bare bind, retired.
At the end, make sure it's recording. Then you slowly close your lever all the way to it's all the way closed. And it's whenever you're closing your lever, whenever you're fading down, every time you move your lever up, which is closing the lever all the way, getting it closer to baldness. Because that's how we set in our lever, our first guideline, which was the lever all the way closed. You want to make sure you're moving down. And by the time you get down right here, it should be lever all the way closed. Now since we know that we cut it down with a 1 guard, all of his hair, anything above here to remove the bulk is going to be with a 1.5 guard. And we're going to keep going in that same exact shape. Boom. I don't know why I say boom, but I just say it. Now we're going to start fading down. It's a real quick process. Boom, boom, boom. It don't really take too much. Now we switch to our 1 guard. So red's going to happen so fast. Lever all the way open. Whenever we start a new guideline, the lever is all the way open besides our first guideline. Our first guideline that we initiated with the you know, the ball guideline. And we were just slowly closing it. Boom, halfway. When you get to halfway mark, you can start detailing in the 1.5 area. Basically just using our corners, going in. Basically just splitting all the spots that look dark into, we're basically splitting two pieces of hair into one. That's all detailing is. Clean up all the dark spots. Now for that last line, we're going to use our half guard. All the way open. We always start with all the way open. And we slowly close it and we move down. With the half guard, you don't really move all the way down because that'll be like basically with no guard and we don't want it to be bald. So halfway through, you want to stop with fading down and you just want to start detailing. Just like that. And what you can do to finish it off, you can use my rake down technique that I taught in my previous videos and just rake all the hair down. And this makes the blend a lot more smoother. Alright, now we're on the left side, and we're going to do the same exact thing that we did on the right side to the left side. Create a small oval piece, or a round circle, to start off mid-table, level all the way open. And you see how I'm curving the blade, so I don't eat up all this right here. I don't want to touch that. I'm preserving that area because I want to leave more hair right there so our C-cup could look a lot better. I don't know why barbers, a lot of famous barbers, a lot of people that's been doing this for a while, they kind of tend to fade it like a hot taper and then just add on a C-cup. I don't feel like that's the correct way. You can do as you please, but I feel like my method and my way leaves it looking a lot better. Half guard. Keeping that same exact shape. In the half guard area, this is why I have a brush comb. I flip it over, I use a comb. Whenever you're fading, you want to fade in a direction against the grain. You don't want to fade with the grain, and you don't want to just keep fading up and the hair is really flowing towards the back. You want to follow and go against the hair in the opposite direction of how it's laying. That's how you're going to get a more efficient cut. And to make my process a little bit faster, when cutting hair, before I move on to the back, I'm already about to do the bed. Basically for the bed, it's the same exact processes. It's the same exact thing as down fading, but it's in reverse. Level all the way open. And as soon as we're closing the clipper, we're moving up this way. One guard. And every guideline that we set is all dictated by how thick the client's hair is, how dense it is, and how much hair he has in that area. That's what dictates if you move up an inch, a half an inch, if you want a more extended blend or whatever. And then we move with our half guard. I stop at the half guard position. Everything above the half guard or lower than this half guard right here for his beard. And everything we do is starting with the level all the way open. And the level all the way open leaves the most hair. And boom. Anything above that, I freehand. Close the level all the way. And I just freehand. Just like that. And boom, a blended beard. Alright, for the back, hold your head down for me, right down. You can choose whatever you want to do. You can kind of make it tilted in this type of shape, like a little rainbow almost, or you can make it straight across. With this haircut, we're going to slightly tilt it down, like a half, not a half of a rainbow, like a slight rainbow almost. Slightly straight, slightly rainbowish, I would say. Level all the way open. Yo, whatever y'all do to the sides, whenever you're fading or whenever you know your taper areas, whenever you're working on the taper, whatever y'all did for the side tapers, you want to do the exact same thing to the back taper. It's all the same process, man. It's all the same thing. And if you're doing different things, you might get mixed up and you might get yourself lost in what you're doing. You might have to start over. The haircut gonna take longer than what it should be, and you mess the client up and stuff like that. I do the same exact stuff. Back, sides, it don't matter. Same exact steps. And this helps make the blend and everything, or the haircut, come a lot more together. It looks a lot more cleaner at the end of the haircut. That's kind of what I strive for. I strive for a clean, a nice, enhanced, but it looks natural type of haircut. Sharp, clean, enhanced. Y'all gonna see at the end, it's gonna be a real nice. I already know it's gonna be fire. Alright, y'all, for the lineup, we're gonna comb everything down. Make sure nothing from his twister in now. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab our one guard and we're gonna cut it down the same exact length as we did for the sides. We're gonna cut it down with the one guard. And then after this, I'm gonna do my line preparation. And if you don't know how to do that, you can go watch my previous videos. We're gonna skip through the line preparation on this one. And we're just gonna do the lineup. Because as you can see on this lineup, he kinda has dips right here. When it's a lineup like this and he has dips, it's kinda more so of a more difficult lineup for, you know, the average barber, the barber that doesn't know the tricks to make it all the way straight for real. So I'm about to teach y'all that real quick. That's the thing about barbering, they have different head shapes and all this other stuff, so you gotta really learn even though it's a lineup video and you think you know what you're doing during the lineup, they have so many different head shapes and it's a lot of different ways like to make the lineup just straight. Alright, for the back of the bed, tip head just slightly right down. You kinda just follow the outlay of the bed. And basically just go up. Some people have a nice curve to it. Some people just go straight up and down. He has a slight curve to his. You want to make sure you brush your hair kind of over just so you get all the pieces of the hair that's leaning over. For the lineup, you always want to start in the middle. As you can see, it kind of tilts down and it kind of goes up and then tilts down on this side. So what you want to do, you want to find a nice little place to where you can where both sides can be straight. And you dictate that with the by setting this first line right here. Probably about right there's a nice little place. And then what you want to do, work a little bit to the left, work a little bit to the right, and then work a little bit to the left. Step back, make sure it's straight. Go back in, clear up all these little hairs right here. And then now, you pick the weak side and the strong side. You pick the strong side to, you pick the weak side to line up first. In his case, he really don't have a weak side. This side is a little bit less stronger. This side is more weaker than this side. So I would go to the right side first, but I do feel more comfortable going to my right side than my left side. So I was gonna go that way anyways. Now when you're working with a lineup like this, you want to be very, very, very careful. You want to make sure you set in your line, step back, go back in, make any little adjustments. Because right now, I don't know if y'all can see, I'll get up a little bit more, but it's kind of wanting to kind of go down a little bit now. But if I was to follow that line, then his lineup would look, it'll be straight and then it'll start going down. So what we got to do, we're going down, we do a little small portion of it. We step back, we look at it, see if it's straight. If it's straight, we keep going in a continuous straight line. We step back, we look at it, it's straight. We keep going. Step back, look at it. Now it's starting to tilt down. Now I have to find a place, the angle where it's tilting down at, and it's about right here. Now from that point on, we slightly go to that one spot and we slightly tilt our clippers up so we can bring it up slightly, just the slightest bit. And that's gonna make all the difference. And then I'm gonna look at it from the front, see what it looks like. If it looks straight and boxy to me. And if it do, we continue to the left side. And we match the left side with this right side right here. It's all about patience with a lineup or the fade. You gotta slowly watch it come together. It's not gonna look like nothing at first. That's why you just gotta be patient. You don't wanna rush anything, you don't wanna rush the cut, you don't wanna rush this lineup. Start right here where the hair starts at, by his beard, and then work our way up. just like that. And then we match the other side with this side. And then we're gonna add our enhancements and everything. And I'm gonna show y'all what it look like at the end. I can't even talk right now. We're gonna line this beard up with the razor, do our enhancements, line this side up on the C cup area, put our enhancements on now, line them up with the razor, and I'm gonna show you the end product and what it looks like. And yeah. Alright y'all, so this is the haircut right here. I'm gonna do a little spin around. Everything nice, clean, sharp. Put your head down a little bit. Nice haircut. I'm about to do some B-rolls for y'all, but it's HYB. If you're not handling your business, then what you're doing, and we out.
Took his spot. You got it's like Bear Bryant retired. Alabama coach the Saban, so you gotta live up to that. As soon as they lose a couple games, and then I lose to Auburn, he ain't gonna be that long.
Dude, my bad. If we lose to Auburn, bro, I'm gonna be so mad.
The rivalry games, that's the thing.